Hello and welcome. This is Gabriel Herrera here. I am doing my video tutorial, and I chose to do my video tutorial on Pixlr, the photo editing app that you could do online. So I've typed in Pixlr on my Google search, or you could type in pixlr.com. Go ahead and click on it. Well, obviously Pixlr is very similar to other photo editors, Photoshop being the one that I was familiar with, but I had to use Pixlr because my Photoshop program got erased. So I used Pixlr to do our cadre collage, and I found it to be very simple to use. I found it was similar. Some of the tools were very similar to Photoshop. So you come to this startup page here. I've already signed in to my Pixlr account. You quickly create an account there, and then you come down here. We want to go to Pixlr Editor, not Pixlr Express. I use Pixlr Editor, so we launch that web app, and it'll start up here. It comes up with create new image, open image from computer, open image from URL, open image from your library. I am going to open an image from my computer, and we are going to make a few changes to it, a few editing. So let me go to my desktop here. I've selected this image, which is an image of beautiful, beautiful Zion Canyon here. So I took this picture a while back, and I want to make it pop. So I have my tools on this side. If I want to adjust the size of this picture, the existing site was 2059 pixels by 1936 pixels. That's a large image, so I could come to here. I could adjust image size, and let's just make it 1,000 pixels here. And the constraint proportions are on, so that'll adjust the height as well. Alright, so that is my image. If I want to make other changes to image, I could rotate it upside down, 180 degrees, clockwise, counterclockwise. This photo editor does not have the option to rotate at a specific angle that you would like, which is unfortunate, but you could only do the preset options, so there's no adjusting that. It does give you an option to create layers, which is also nice. So if I wanted to work on different layers, I could push duplicate layer, make copies of these layers, because you cannot edit a background in this photo imaging, but I can edit these layers. I could turn the different layers on and off to see what they are. This is my navigator. If I choose to zoom in here, it will zoom into my image, and then I could do more detailing editing on different pixelations. I can also zoom out to see my whole image here. So that's a nice feature to navigate around. So I want to change certain things about this picture. I want to, let's say I want to crop this image. Okay, so if I want to crop, the crop tool is already preset. Say I want to get rid of some of this foreground, I will just select my area here. Very simple to crop. It gives me the adjustment here. It gives me my grid lines. Enter, crop. So now if I want to, say I want to adjust this image with different colors, brightness, it gives me many options to adjust, or it gives me options here with different filters that we'll put on it. Say I want to adjust the brightness, I click here. I can make it lighter, I can make it darker. I like the brightness here, but I do want to adjust some of the contrast, just make it more dramatic. Let's put that up here. Okay, let's adjust something else here. Let's adjust the color balance. I want to bring out some of the greens and the blues in this one, so let's bring the green up a little bit, and let's go blue. Bring the blues up just a little bit. There we go here. So those are some of the things you could do. Levels. Let's mess with some of the levels. You could bring, that makes it the darkers pop. This makes the lighters come out. So there's just certain color tools you could use. Filters we could use. Many different filters you could use on these. If I want to add a sun blur, I could put a blur somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry. that just makes the picture blurry. So you could do many different things using the adjustments. Some of the things you can do, if I decide to zoom in here, I could create my own lines in my image if I wanted to. Create different images there. Control Z will take you back. If I wanted to drop some color in here, I could drop color, pick my color here. I could add colors to your image. Let's try picking blues. Okay. You could do something weird like that. Let's undo that. Some of these tools, they all do different things you have to explore, but you have some erase tools, and you can begin to erase certain areas. Now it only works on this particular layer, so if I shut this layer off, it would take me back to the layer below it, which is the background layer. If I want to get rid of some layers, I could just drag them to the trash can there. So I have my edited layer that I've made my edits on here, and I have my background layer. So depending on if they're on top of each other, that's the one you will see. Okay, so I'm making edits to my background copy. You can also double click in here and you can change. So I could just put layer 1. So obviously this is just a brief overview. One of the nice things about this also is you could change how much you would like to erase, how many pixels basically. Here's harder pixels, softer pixels. You could erase squares, or in these odd shapes. So if I wanted to erase a larger area, click out of there, and now I could erase some areas here, and it'll just erase the image and take me to the image below my image. So that is a nice feature there. I could erase some of the parts of one image, and it'll just show the image below it. A gradient tool is an interesting tool. Just changes the colors, so it gives you a shaded gradient. That doesn't look good there, but it's nice for backgrounds and certain things. Some of the things you can do is type your text, type any sort of text in this to make some sort of a graphic or image. One of the nicest features of this program is my stamp tool. Now, stamp tool, not too many people know how to use the stamp tool, but it is a great tool. When you push Control, it'll take that area that's selected, and it will begin to transfer that area where I put the target or the cursor here. Oops. Sorry. And it'll take the pixels that are above it and make new pixels below it. So it's taking the sky, and I can make the skyline, and I can push, make the sky go further down, and it basically does a good job taking pixels, and that's great for editing imperfections, editing anything you choose to edit. Okay, let's see, what are some of the other features here for this? If I wanted to select something, say I wanted to take this mountain and I wanted to move it, then, oh, I'm sorry, that's Smart Select, that's a wizard. But this selection tool right here, this lasso tool, okay, this lasso tool will allow me to draw a line to make a selection. And now you can zoom in more if you want to be more accurate, but I'm just going a rough line around this side of the mountain here. And if I connect it back to the starting point, it gives me this mountain to be selected. Now, I could do certain things. I could just edit the selected portion when you select something. I can move this mountain. which is interesting. I can move it over to this side. I can move it to another image. If I was to file open, let's just open a new image, untitled, that's fine. Now I could have two images open. When I go back to my other image here, I could drag this image onto that image. So if I just wanted to take a portion of a picture, now I have this mountain here, and I could do all kinds of sorts of editing here, and that's already created a special layer for me there. So I could begin to take images and cut them out of different things. Once again, I could do certain things just to the selected area. So I could just erase certain parts of just this picture, but yet it'll not erase the background, which is nice. So only the thing you selected. This is great for photo editing and doing lots of cool stuff. So let's get rid of that. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z undoes everything. That's what we want. And then let's see, what is one last thing I could show you. I will show you the selection tool. Now the selection tool is in the shape of a rectangle. It just selects that area. You could change it to an oval apparently. It's my oval selection tool. Now when I push Control, a minus comes up, and that minus comes up, and that'll take away from my selected area. So it begins to be editable, your selected area. If I click out, it disappears. So that's another cool feature. So I don't want to make this video too long. You could spend days and days and days looking at photo editing tutorials, but this will suffice for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.